Okay. Yeah. So the next thing what we wanted to see is this cycle count. Okay, I think we start middle somewhere. Okay. We'll start from starting for the cycle count. So yeah, I'll take the item which we created on the other day, and I will try to do the cycle counting on that item. Okay. So the first thing is that I'll have to enable this particular item for cycle counting. So what I will do is that, so I think I have changed it. So probably let me check this once. So we have three different organization that is being attached with this particular item. So I'll change or I'll specify the cycle counting for all this item. I mean all this three organization assignment. Okay. So under inventory, we have option to enable the cycle counter. So here I'll just say, okay, it is already enabled for cycle counter. Let me check for other assignment as well. Okay, for this one it's not assigned, so let me just assign it. Okay, so yeah, just let me check the organization access. Okay, so this is Mauritius inventory arc. Okay, so basically what I have done is that I have given access to this particular unit. So next thing what I will do is that I'll set up this ABC class. So the reason why I will set up this ABC class is that in case if I want to categorize the items, so based on the priority, so that is when basically I'll go for this option called categorization into different classes. Okay, so this is our inventory organization. Okay, for this orb, it's already defined, I think. Okay. So basically, it is kind of defining three different categories. So in this case, we have only four or five items. So probably, we might not be having the full functionality checked because if you see here, so we have certain items that is important to the company, which we will need this auditing count and the other things, which are basically the fast moving items. And the second class that we have is that medium importance. And the third thing is that least important. So class A will consist of probably the 80% of the items. And class B, if you see, so this will consist probably 10 to 15, and the class C kind of 5%. Okay. So this is how basically we define this ABC class. So it is nothing to categorize this item into different set of buckets. So in our case, what we will do is that we will take this one, class A. Okay. So this is just a naming convention. So I just gave class A, B, C, and specified this as a most important, medium, and the least important. Okay. So after defining this, so the next step is to define the classification set. So here what we will do is that we will attach the set that what we defined in last set. Okay. Okay, I think I'm not able to edit this. What I will do is that I'll just show here. I'm not creating any values, but I'll just show from here. Okay. So we are just giving the classification set name, and the scope we can have it at two level. Either I can have it at organization or sub inventory. So when we say organization, which means it is going to apply for the entire org, that is Mauritius underscore inventory org. But whereas if I say sub inventory, which means it is going to consider only at the sub inventory level. Because under one inventory org, we might have 10 or 20 sub inventory also. So that is the reason always it is suggested to go with sub inventory. I mean, that is not a mandatory one. So based on the requirement, we can select these options. Okay. And criteria, we have different criteria that we can pick. So in this case, I have picked up this criteria called current on and value. So based on this, it is going to calculate or it is going to do the counting and the other process. But apart from that, we have other options also, like using the item cost and on and quantity and other options. Okay. And then since I have selected this as a sub inventory, so I will have to select the sub inventory for which I'm creating this classification set. Okay. So once this is done, so we will submit. So this will generate a scheduled job, and after completion, we will have the status as complete here. Okay. Yeah. So once this is done, we will do the assignment. Okay. So this is the assignment that I have picked. So I did not give for all the classes because that much items we don't have it. So what I have done is that I have created a group and I have given the classification that we created in last set, and I have attached the same. I mean, this is picked up by system automatically based on the earlier configuration that we gave for classification set. Okay. And under this, we have three options. So either I can select all three classes, or probably if I want to have only one class for this particular assignment group, so I can select only one group, which could be A, B, or C, or anything. Okay. So for this thing, for our testing, I have taken this class called class A. Okay. So once we are done with this, what we will do is that we will do perform ABC assignment. So what this will do is that I have done it already. So let me just show from here. So what it will ask is that it will ask us to select the assignment criteria. So we will give the sequence, and we will give the inventory value, and we will give the percentage, valuation percentage. Okay. So based on that, system is going to pick up the items automatically. So here in this case, I have given the spanner. Spanner is the item that I have attached with this. Okay. So after this, once we do submit, it will generate again a scheduled process, and that ends with our assignment process. Okay. So once this assignment is complete, okay, we will see the number of ABC assignment, which means it has selected one item. Okay. So after completion of this process, what will happen is that we will navigate to inventory management, and from inventory management, basically we will create the cycle count. So whatever we did till now is the setup process, and now we will enable it for the transaction, that is for the counting. Okay, so under this we have counts. So under count we have cycle count. So here I have two options. So either I can have this to be calculated on the basis of assignment that we created, that is nothing but the ABC assignment group, or if I want to consider this based on the item category, so that is also possible. So that I can use it from here. So wherein I'll select the cycle count by item category. So this will not categorize based on the group that we created, that is A group, B group, or C group, but instead it will consider based on the item categories that we are specifying. So when we select this particular option, what will happen is that here we have the fourth tab, wherein we will attach the list of item categories that system want to consider. Okay. So first I'll run it without item categories, and then we will run one another cycle for item categories. Okay. So I'll just include this particular sub inventory. So probably I'll include both the SPUs. Okay. And then I'll select the assignment that we created. Okay. Then we have the schedules. So schedule, I'm just picking as an automatic schedule, and frequency is daily. So based on the requirement, we can select either it is an daily or weekly or by any set of period, so that we can define it here. Okay. And then if I need approval, probably I can say approval required, and whether I want to have it always, and the other details I can give. Okay. And then next. Okay. And so these are nothing but the controls, wherein we are just giving the starting sequence number, and yeah, the late and the other things. Okay, so if I want to allow the manual count, so I can enable this option, so that I can allow the manual count also apart from the system calculated sequence. Okay. And let's say I wanted to see all this values that has been generated. in the counting process. So there are few items that might have zero quantity. So system automatically will not show that particular item if it is zero. So in case if I want to see those also, so I can say, uh, I can enable this option, which is going to show there. Okay. Yeah, and then we have here two items that is picked up by system automatically because based on the configurations that we gave, and this one the assignment whichever we picked up. So based on that, it has picked up. Okay, and count per year is let's say I'm just giving this as an 152. Okay, so which means I'm calculating this 150 times, 152 times in a year. Okay, and then if you want to give any tolerance for the adjustment and the quantity variance and all those things, I can give those details here. So that system is going to adjust accordingly. Okay, and then here we will say include this item in cycle counting. So I'm including both the items in cycle counting. Just say next. Okay. So now we are done with creating the cycle counting. So the next step is to basically uh, perform or generate the schedule. Okay. So probably if I want to make any changes, I can change it or to purge. So purge is allowed before running any process. So immediately if I want to purge, I can do it. But after a certain process, it is not going, it will not allow us to purge this particular cycle count. Okay, so what I will do is, so sequence is like this. So we will say generate cycle count schedules, and then we will say it is count sequence, and then we will record the sequence, whatever system has generated. And finally, we will upload the count sequence. So firstly, let me generate the count schedules. Okay, so this is done. So yeah, we are done with generating the count schedules. So the next step is to generate the sequence. Yeah, the account sequence has been generated. Okay. Okay. So probably we can go here and take it, or if you see here, so in dashboard also we will have this. So we will have the cycle count sequence to record. So directly we can click here or record. So let me go back to this page itself and I'll record that from there. Yeah. So we have did the count sequence, and the next step is to record the count sequence. Okay. Yeah. So this is the one that we saw. So what I will do is that just say count quantity is 1. Okay. So it is processed. Okay, it has approved automatically. Okay, fine. So now, if we check this particular item, so we should be able to see one quantity that is added. Let me check once. Yeah, one is added. Yeah, so that's what. So that's about this one. So the adjustment that we made is one basically. Okay. So yeah. So next thing what we will see is that move order or move request. So basically, this is similar to our sub-inventory transfers, which we saw in the other class. So only difference is that we have certain things in move order. That is, let's say if I want to have the approval mechanism in move order, so that I can use it. Okay, and also we have the minimax planning demand that can be raised using this move order. Okay, and probably also, let's say if I want to have a purchase requisition based on this move order, so that also I can do. But these options are not there in the sub inventory transfer. Okay, so that's the difference between both the things. Okay, so yeah, so what I will do is that I'll create one transfer request. Oh, it's already. Okay, so here we have two transaction types that we can select. So one is that issue and the another one is transfer. Okay, so for now I'm taking transfer, which means transferring from one sub inventory to another sub inventory. So let me transfer from SPU to SPU1. So I'll just pick the item. So the item that I'm picking here is that spanner. Okay, so the transaction type is transfer. Yeah, so we enabled locator control for the other sub-inventory. So for this, we did not enable locator controls. So that is the reason if you see here, so it is grayed out. And these destination accounts are not required for the request transfer. So it will be needed for only the issue transaction. Okay, so probably after completing this, we will see this one also request, I mean issue. Okay, so I'll just say submit. I'll just take number, request number. Okay, so this is pre-approved. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I did not set up any approval rules for this. So that's the reason it is pre-approved. Just give me a minute. Yeah, it should reflect in inventory, but somehow it's not reflecting. Okay, let me check on this one. So probably I'll check this one. Okay, and yeah, and yeah. Apart from that, we have a few things that basically we should check these ones. That is serial number generation and the lot number generation. So we will see that also. Yeah, so it will not come here. So, yeah. So let me check this one and probably we will see this one tomorrow. Yeah, okay. And there are small things that probably you'll see, that is lot and serial number generation. So we enabled lot and serial number for two inventory organization basically. So we will pick those inventory organizations and we can see the serialization of that particular process.
Okay, okay, no, no problem.
Okay, I think I did not create lot for any of these items. So let me just generate one lot for this. Okay, I think lot is not enabled for these organization. So let me take that item and let me enable lot control, and then we will generate the lot field. Okay, so this will go to the same navigation. So under inventory, I'll enable the lot control. Okay, so I'm just giving the lot control. So I'm not giving any expiration or the shelf life basically. So just I'm giving the serial number generation for, I mean, the lot control number generation. And also I'll enable the serial number for this particular unit. Yeah, so similarly, I'll select for the other assignment also. Okay, I think this is the issue that move order stuck in it. So yeah, let me take the different item. Okay, I think since we have done a transaction, it's not allowing for the changes. Let me create an new item, and probably with that we will do the transactions. Yeah, so the issue is that I was checking in different inventory R. I did not notice this one, so that's the issue. Okay, so lot number generation, so it could be I could probably use the generate lot to generate the sequence, or probably if I want to give it, I can give the lot number. So I'll just say generate the lot, and the sequence that we gave when we are creating the item is that it should have a prefix of 05, and the starting number is from 5. So that's why we have the lot number as 055. Okay. Yeah. So after creating this, probably we can attach this with item. So similarly, we have the serial number generation process as well. So similar thing. Okay, I think there are a lot of things that I created with this unit. Inventory arc, I mean, we have a lot of inventory arc that we created, and I don't have the list that I created, so I couldn't exactly find out. So what I will do is that I will basically have this in an order. Probably I'll put it in Excel sheet, and tomorrow we'll see. Is it fine?
Okay, okay, Arun, no problem. No issues. We'll see it tomorrow, no issues.
Yeah, yeah, fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.